up, guys? CP the Tool Addict. Woo!
Hey, how you doing?
Did you have a good Memorial Day weekend? I hope you did, and I hope you honored those who served our country and paid a little homage to them. I know I did this weekend. Went down to the old memorial that we have up here. I live right by a big memorial, so I went and just spent a little time there and just, said thanks and thought about, people that, did their thing. Won't want to spend too much time on that, but we're here to talk about What You Say Wednesdays. CP, what's What You Say Wednesdays? What You Say Wednesdays is your place to come. We're going to try this out, see if it works. Need to get nothing but comments in here, or questions in here. Want to get questions, want to answer questions, want to get discussions going on this segment. Condense it down and put it into a ball and throw it right in there on What You Say Wednesdays. What You Say Wednesdays can consist of anything: trade, industry questions, tool questions, life questions, financial questions if you really want. I'm not here to be anybody's financial advisor. Hopefully you're all pretty smart with your money, but, I definitely could give you a few pointers here and there. Business questions, if you're thinking about starting to be on your own business, I can help you out with, give you some direction going that way. And just purchase questions if you're looking to buy toolboxes or whatnot, what you should do for trade-in and stuff like that. Anything really, car related questions. I would like to get that going too. If people are having, I want to just condense it, like I said, condense it down into this segment and get people asking questions. So all I have to do is revert back to it, and then I'll scroll down the list, and we'll answer questions on this segment every Wednesday. And I know, I just want to get as many questions as I can right on this. What You Say Wednesday. What You Say Wednesday. Questions for CP the Tool Addict. Questions that you have been pondering, whatever. I will try to answer as many people that I can in this segment on that deal and go through them as fast as I can without interruption. Now, we'll try it out. We'll see how it works. Give it a couple weeks and see what happens. If it doesn't go anywhere, oh well, we tried. But if it does, hopefully it builds up momentum and we can kind of start something new here and kind of really expand out and where we're touching base with our subscribers, because it's all about you guys. At the end of the day, it's all about you guys. You guys are the ones that drive this channel. You're the driving force, the people that watch this, and I want to do what I can for you guys. So a lot of questions I get a lot of times. I get a ton of questions. For instance, we'll answer one question, and this has been asked by so many people. CP the Tool Addict, what's your favorite tool company? My favorite tool company is the tool that works for the job that I'm working on at the time. That is the best, most straightest answer I can give you. Do I like Mac stuff? Yes, I do like Mac stuff, but I do like Cornwall. I do like Snap-on. I do like Matco. I do like Craftsman. I do like stuff that's good quality. That's the thing. It's got to be good quality. I don't want cheap garbage. That's just it. I'm not going to buy a tool. I try not to buy a tool, I should say. I have had tools, but I try not to buy a tool that is what I would call a dime store tool. I'm not going to buy a tool that you can pick up at your local Dollar General. I'm just not into those kind of tools. I've had Harbor Freight stuff, and I really just don't like it. It has left me in too many bad spots. That's all there is to it. So, other people ask me, what's my favorite ratchet? Well, my favorite ratchet, at first, for the first, probably first majority part of my life, was Snap-on. I do have a lot of Snap-on ratchets, and they are my favorite. Do I like the Mac Axis now? Yes, I am a big fan of the Mac Axis. What's my favorite Mac Axis? It's the 3/8 flex head. Do I like the locking flex head? Yes. But this ratchet right here is my number one 3/8 go-to. It's probably, the 1/4 inch is definitely my favorite for the 1/4 inch is probably my favorite for the, get that light turned back on. The 1/4 inch is probably my favorite right now, locking flex head. This seems to be a pretty good length and does what I needed to do. But this 3/8 flex right here, this This is mine. I've actually stood on this ratchet, guys. And you know, I'm not a little feller, but I like the way that yoke is. Really puts a lot of strength to it. This ratchet has some definite strength abilities to it. And I'm not dogging on this or nothing, but the 3/8 locking ratchets, guys, if you look at the yoke difference on them, I tend to just stray away from that a little bit. It worries me. I don't think they're really a major failure point, but I definitely have a concern about it. But this one's the one I go to for the most time when I come on a 3/8. And then the 1/4 inch has been the Mac Axis locking for the 1/4 inch. But I really don't have a problem with locking. That was a question that was answered to me by Benjamin Joseph Savaria, I think, or Benjamin Axis. I can't remember who. That was another question off the top of my head that I got that was being asked to me a lot. So I wanted to answer that. Then another question is that people ask me why I got the drop top box. Okay, well, the reason why I got the drop top box, and people were always asking questions, why would you buy that? Or we're getting a box with a flat top where you can put a hutch on it or whatnot like that. We already have a box with a flat top with a hutch, so I basically had a bench. The reason why I just cleaned that box off over there, I'll have to show you that another time, but clean that box off over there finally. It collects a lot of crap. A lot of hutches collect craps, you know, and for me, to be honest, I'll lay a little wisdom on you guys. In my opinion, hutches are a waste of money. They're a huge cabinet that goes over to hold space. If you look up the amount of cubes that a hutch takes up, it basically it's to lock up stuff that you hang on a wall. And I'm in a garage that's on my own, and I really don't need to worry about that type of security. Hutches are great for guys that want them. A lot of times hutches were an option. They used to be cheap. That's the thing, guys, is that hutches used to be reasonable. Now they're way too expensive for what they really are. They're 3 pieces of metal with a folding door. I just don't like that. I think I would rather have a top box, honestly. But if you're getting 2 lockers, you can do that. And there's a lot of guys I know that they got lockers on without hutches or anything. I'll put a locker on this box. I'm not even scared. This box will probably get a locker or whatnot. But that's kind of where I went with that. I like the ability of having a top where I can just shut it down, lock it up. You know, where I don't have to, where I can have it open. I can throw stuff up here, you know, and then just, you know, set it down at the end of the day and lock it down. I mean, I literally have the ability. This is basically like a hutch, but this is functional, usable space without me spending that extra money. And I wanted to show that to you guys, that you, as subscribers, you know, I could have went out and bought a bigger toolbox, but I thought, you know what, this is more reasonable and more for the average Joe, for a guy that could go out and buy a toolbox and not spend a ton of money. These are two good options. By the time you buy a cart in this toolbox, you have enough storage there that you're going to have more space than most 3-bank toolboxes. And you're going to be at a better price point, to be honest with you. With these 2 toolboxes here, even at retail price, you are under the price of buying a bigger toolbox, which is a huge advantage. So that's to answer that question on that, guys. I really just wanted to, you know, lay that out there. People ask me how I like the Cornwell box. I really like the Cornwell box, for the Cornwell cart. It's going to make a great diag cart when I get it set up. Be able to have my monitor on there and laptop in there, a Pico scope, all that stuff, and I think it'll be great for that. I really have the setup that I've always wanted. It's just now dialing that all in the way I want it to be set up. And I like the modularity of having all the toolboxes. Maybe it's a little bit different than most guys do, and I understand that. But in all honesty, it was a better value. It was a way better value. And if you look at a lot of guys that do this, I think that they always look for a good value. So that's where I'm at on it. The next question I had was, somebody asked me, they said, it was Glenn Stevenson asked me, and I want to thank Matthew Collins for the name, too. I forgot to mention that. Matthew Collins came up with the name, What You Say Wednesday. That's the new name of this segment. It's What You Say Wednesday. So shout out to him for that. And the next question was from Glenn Stevens. He said, I heard that Harbor Freight was going to be coming out with an RBRT line. That is completely false. Bogus. If somebody's saying that they are just literally full of hot air. I'll be honest with you guys, there's probably not a chance. Sorry about that. There's probably not a chance that anybody but Stanley will have the rights to RBRT for at least a decade. I'm sure the patent rights are going to be locked down on that, and it'd be a huge patent infringement, a huge lawsuit, to my knowledge, unless the RBRT, something changes with that. But to my knowledge, that will never, nobody will probably have that technology. So if you're going to wait for somebody else to have it, good luck. I'll tell you that right now, probably not going to happen. So anyways, guys, that's what I got for you. That's what you say Wednesday. I want to see how this segment goes. We're going to run this a couple times and see what we get, and see what the feedback we get, and kind of see what you guys think about it. Hopefully, down in that comment box, you put a question, and we can answer it for you, because that's what we're going to do on What You Say Wednesday. It's all about the subscriber and his question and condensing them. Condensing them down into one area so that we can all kind of create this community where we talk on Wednesdays and answer questions. So remember, guys, thanks for watching. Remember, like, comment, share, subscribe, ring that bell. Remember, keep your hands dirty and your money clean. Thanks for watching.